What's up, my people? Good afternoon. We back in the building. What's up with y'all on this Monday? How's everybody feeling? Hope everybody's Monday's good so far. Everybody has traveled and got to where they needed to go safe. For everybody who's still traveling and still moving, please arrive to where you're going safe. Salute to everybody. Your first time coming through. Smash that like button. Like, share, subscribe. If anybody who has missed the morning chop ups, if you have not tuned into that, please, I'm telling you, this is one of the best places to come in the morning, and that's not down at anybody else's channel. I'm just saying, as far as morning chop ups, not talking boxing, one of the best places to come to. So if you haven't been a part of it, you might want to be. Um, we're gonna get into this boxing talk. First, I want to say shout outs to all my amateurs out there, all my coaches, all the gyms, all referees, all everybody, promoters, managers, everybody, man, everybody in the boxing community. Um, Next week we got Jaron Ennis, but we're gonna get into that this week with him, right? I know it's next week he's fighting, but at least he's it's coming up. Somebody else is coming up this week, but I don't know. But we're gonna get into it with him. So let's get into it. So for all the newcomers, the regulars, everybody, welcome to the No Doug Zone podcast. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, my good people. Mr. Brown, what's up? I see you, man. What's going on? Yeah, appreciate you. What's up, man? Oh yeah, October is definitely solid, man. It's a solid month of fights, man. I should be talking about the solid all the fights, steady me just speaking about Jaron, but um I wanted to wait because sometimes we go too far, Mr. Brown, where we talk about fights that are not coming up yet, but then by the time the fights do come up, it's not really much to talk about because you done spent 2, 3 months already talking about it. I think I didn't do Fedora and Keith yet. I didn't do, well, that's November, so I can't say that. I know Danny Garcia has something coming up this month on the 18th, his return, and of course, Boots. So it's not really a busload of stuff, but I think the October 25th is probably the most solid card um, that's on there, which I can't wait to October 25th. I mean, thank you. I mean, I try to do my best, Mr. Brown. I try to do it. Covering this boxing is not easy. It's not easy. Um, but yeah, for Jaron Bucenis, having his first fight of 54, this is going to be exciting. Now, I don't know much of his opponent, so I really can't talk about his opponent. Don't know much about the brother. I'm gonna come back here probably next week to talk about it again, so y'all can expect me to cover it again. Just let y'all know. Didn't you just talk about Boots last week? Well, didn't y'all talk about the November? Didn't you just talk about the November fight? Talk about that every day if I wanted to. Underrated. Welcome back, my good brother.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm so touched.
Oh man, don't start getting emotional on me, man. You're from Brooklyn. Brooklyn people don't get emotional. Well, except if they can't have their cheesecake, then yeah, they might.
You ain't
Just
right.
saying. I'm just nah. Welcome though. Smash
Thank
that
you.
like button,
Appreciate
everybody
that.
coming.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah. So even though it's 1 week away,
Uh huh.
no, yeah, 1 week away. This week is the fourth, right? Uh, Next Saturday, Boswell go. If I said that right, in Philly,
Hmm.
Ron Bruce Ennis makes his return, but he makes his return at 54.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you remember about a year ago or two when we were like, and I kept telling people, this is why I like listening to myself because I kept telling, I think I mentioned it last year that it's not going to be long before Boots enters 54, and people were saying it wasn't his time.
Yeah, I was there. I was there when he said, "I'm
Remember,
off."
and I was saying this around 2023, 2024 that he's
Yeah,
not going to be at 47 much longer because there's nothing really for him at 47, especially
yeah,
when he went over. The best thing he could have did was go over to Eddie Hearn because there wasn't nothing really popping like that, man. So
yeah. And also we talked
I
about.
don't know. I don't think so, Mr. Brown. I don't know if he owns the. I don't think he still has the WBA title at 47. I
Uh,
don't think so. But like I said, we will be back to us boots still. Yeah, nah, I don't think so. I have to look it up. I know we're gonna come back next week and get into it, but I didn't look it up to see if he did. I doubt it. I
and
doubt it.
also, yeah, and also we said it's true within a year and a half, 2023.
Is there a way you can look that up for me? Underrated, or or you can't do it?
Hold on. I have to get my other phone.
Yeah, see if Boots still has the WBA title at 47 for me. Yes, 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 yes. That's right, Mr. Brown. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all.
Welcome, welcome.
Don't be afraid to tap the like button. It's not gonna bite y'all. Promise you.
And what I'm looking at it, and also we talked about it. Boost Ennis, is they if the other fighter's not willing to unify the title, he's going to move at 154. We did say that too.
Yeah, we did talk about that, and I mean, when you look at 54, it's a better fit. We have Eric Lubin, we have Sebastian Pandora, who's the biggest target at 54. Um, who else? I mean, of course, we got it'll never happen, but Keith Thurman. Uh, we still got to see if Earl Spence comes back. Jamel Charlo. We don't know if he comes back 54 or 60. It's a couple guys still at 54. That's a problem. So we don't know what he'll do. But
Kai, let me read this. Um, he previously held the International Boxing Federation's IBF welterweight belt from 2023 to 2025, and the World Boxing Association, that's WBA Super Version and Ring Magazine welterweight titles in 2025. And that's all I got.
so maybe he still has that.
Yeah,
Maybe he still has that belt.
yeah, he still had that belt, but we know probably in 154. I mean, most likely 154. That's going to be, you
Mm,
just as they did to Terrence Bud Crawford.
yeah. Um. Yeah. Technically. Yeah. Technically. It's you know how this game is gonna be funny, Brown. It could be funny. You could be the man, but they'll still try to take something from you, and it happens. I think no division should ever get held up, because the sport of boxing is being held up enough. And one thing we don't need underrated is we need fighters babysitting these belts. Once you move on, and if you're not planning on campaigning again at that weight, yeah, respectfully, it needs to be let go and let somebody else because 47 is about to get a whole class of new people.
Oh, okay. I just pulled up something. Um, that they don't say it on Super, but said Rolando Romero. He's the current WBA champion.
Okay, that's another guy
I
who's
tried to
dangerous.
pull it up.
He's another one that's dangerous.
Yeah.
What he said? Make me the man. Hold on. Some guy told me make him. I guess make him a ranch. I'll make you disappear. How about that? Come on.
Dumb question.
He told
That's
me,
a
hey,
dumb
hey,
move.
he said, make me a wrench. He wanted me to give him a wrench, and then he's gonna put please. You don't get your punk
Please,
ass out of here. Some troll, make me a wrench, please. He
you
didn't
gonna
even
make
put
me
the
start.
W. He didn't even put the W. The idiot just put the R. Where's the W?
Mm,
Make me a wrench, please. Mr. Burton, have a nice day. Goodbye. Rolly be
please.
a champion because he's basically fought Ryan for the title in Times Square. Interesting. Yeah, it is. Yeah, 47. I don't think this 47 class would be just as strong as the class that came before them. That's just my opinion. But we'll
I
get to that.
Yeah,
We'll
but
get to
I would let me say before we continue. Now,
Yeah.
when we talk about last this past last week, yeah, 147. I'm not saying it because of my brother McLean stayed, but I was also looking into that. I think 147 have a chance to get stronger. Yes, it may be. I said in the next year going to 2027, but right now no. But I could tell you which weight class will be strong. 140. I can tell you that much.
Um, yeah, yeah, most definitely. I'm glad to see Boots in this position because I'm telling you the fight that I actually want to see. Miss Knight, what's going on, sis? Appreciate you for coming back through and appreciate
Sister
all your
Knight,
support.
thanks for coming. Thank
Um, I want to see Boots. I want to see Boots in Fedora.
you. Ooh.
Hold on, because you know they love coming in. What a perfect time to disappear.
Oh boy. Y'all just don't learn, don't you?
Nah, they don't learn. They don't learn, but they'll learn. They'll learn over here with no duck zone. They'll learn.
Mm.
It happens.
Yeah.
God, hey, God forgive them and may they be with them. You know, one thing you don't want to do is crash out, man. It's okay. He said, "What a perfect time to say the N word." Well, what a perfect time to disappear. Ah, I know it happens. It happens. Uh, what can we do, right? What would they be? What would our channels be without the trolls, man? We need them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm?
But get back to Boost Ennis.
Yeah,
I
get back to
think
what you
that
said. I want to see it ended up being him. For some reason, I want to see it ended up being him and Fedora. I really want to see how that's going to turn out.
good. But you know what I think? I think that when we talk about everybody, I mean some in 154, and I would say this. Now I would like to
Fedora
see
is
down. I would like to see down the line a Boost Ennis against against Bud Crawford, but I don't think that that's going to happen because
nah.
like I said, this is quite a few fights that Boost Ennis could get in 154.
Yeah, Brown, you're right. I think Boots will be the one to be able to. We haven't seen Fedora get stopped since Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza was the only one who had the blueprint. We thought Tim Zoo had the blueprint,
Well,
which I forgot to mention him.
right.
Um, but the way things are going for Tim Zoo right now, he might reconsider and not even coming back.
And
You know.
also get back to Boost Ennis. When he was in the welterweight, he was like really killing his body to get to welterweight. And you know why he get old? Like we always say, when you get older, you put on, you gain weight, like you gain weight, muscle weight. And I really believe that Boost Ennis is not going to stop at 154. I think that I think I'm just saying within 2 years, he's still young. I think within 2 years, I think he could go to maybe heavyweight, cruiserweight. I'm just
I
saying.
don't know if he goes. I don't know if he goes that far, but I tell you this, I'll say 60 and even possibly
What's
68.
668? Okay.
So if the fight went for Dor, I don't. You know what? I don't expect. And this is just me. Anything can happen because fights have to be built up. And I know as fans, we always rush in to see two guys because we want to see what's going to happen. So we are so thirsty for something to happen. But a Jaron Boots Ennis in Fedora doesn't happen at 54. In my opinion, it could, but I see it more happening at 60 maybe because Fedora is not going to be at 54 forever.
So,
So
big,
if we don't get it at that, we can get it at 68 if we wanted to.
yeah,
Um, we could. I don't want to
yeah,
discredit his opponent, but I don't know much about Jaron's opponent. Some people have read up on him. I'm probably going to come back and what I'm going to do is I'm going to read up on him,
mhm,
and then next Friday after the weigh-in,
mhm,
come back and then we could talk about him after I do a little bit of homework on him because I don't want to just pay attention to Jaron and then discredit the guy because that's what we do because we're more familiar
mhm.
with the other fighter. We'll discredit that guy
Yeah,
because we don't know nothing about him, so we don't want to do that.
yeah.
We don't want to do that. So um, I'll be back, to get that on. But what do you see Boots doing at 54 underrated? What would you like to see Boots do? Not when I ask you what you like to see him do, not far as who he fights, but far as accomplishments.
I I feel in due time. I believe in due time he could unify the belts in 154. Because I believe that he's still. I think he's gonna get better. 154. That's in the right move. You don't have to worry really killing his body, nourishment. His body. You know to
Yeah, yeah,
weight and
yeah.
stuff like that. So I feel that he in a good place of doing that, and I feel that in due time he's gonna be the one at 154 in due time. And so that's what I'm saying. If Bud Crawford's still there, I'm not entertaining. Let me
Um,
say this: I'm not entertaining now. I'm not because we don't know. We don't know. But I would say this: that going around is right now. I said end of next year. I said in the next year, go to 2027. We should. I'm saying for me, you can hold me to this. It should be a discussion to unify the titles at 154. And I believe Jaron Bruce in this, in due time that around that time will um will do it.
yeah.
We'll
Um,
have the same.
yeah. For Boots, I'm just glad that he's in a place where he gets to showcase his talent. And like I said, I'm gonna find out more about his opponent so we can be able to come back and talk about him because I don't know which next Friday out. By then I'll have everything. But I'm pretty convinced that he's going to come in and he's going. The fights will be more competitive at 54 than they was 47.
Yeah.
Because if you start looking at the people, I mean, we can. I mean, let's just be honest, right? I think whatever happens November 8th between Eric Salubin and Virgil Ortiz,
Mhm.
one of them are going to see Boots.
You mean? Let me get this shit. You mean the same Virgil Ortiz that tell boosted his? I think they gave him almost 2 years.
Oh man, I knew that was coming.
You know, guy, you're not letting that go. Come on, bro. But
You
see the
know,
one right, but this he could do that at welterweight now. But 154, you cannot do that, Virgil. One way or the other, you gotta see Boost.
I believe that it wasn't so much him that said it; it was his team,
His
because
team, I mean, all right. I'd say it's
they
his
said
team,
it
right?
never came out of Virgil's mouth, but it came from. This is why sometimes with your team, you gotta tell your team, listen, man, if you don't know what to say in interviews, you might want to be quiet.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the team.
No,
But
no, no, it's all
you
right.
heard the
Because
fighter that right.
what y'all do is y'all make me look bad. I don't need you speaking for me. I don't
Yeah.
need you telling people, yeah, well, we need about 2 years for that. Because it makes the fighter look bad as if he's ducking. But
Right.
Virgil was going through some things with his body. I think he went up one time. He went up to 163 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a 47 pounder.
Right.
That's a lot of goddamn weight.
Right.
Um, but I like Virgil.
Yeah.
Virgil is not a trash fighter. He's not a bum fighter.
No.
He comes to fight, and all roads are going to lead to him. But the question is, see, when we mention 54, we got to mention Virgil. When I
Yep.
think now that Boots is there, I think of Boots. I think of Virgil, Fedora, and Boots.
Mm-hmm.
Because we could even entertain Virgil Ortiz and
Yep.
Fedora.
Vendor. Yep.
My problem is Fedora is the biggest damn target at 54.
Mm-hmm.
You got a
Yeah.
man that's 6'5", 6'6", 154 damn pounds.
Yeah.
That's a target.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Fellas, yes, Virgil has heart issues, and he had to go up to 54 because he was dying at 47. You could see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I mean, Josh Sanders. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Facts.
I don't think he's scared of Boots. Boots ain't scared of him. I think the buildup is going to happen. The problem is with as fans, we have no patience to wait for the buildup. We just
Right.
want to see it immediately. And it don't happen like that. You have to build it up. You have to build it up. Before Crawford and Spence could get it on, we wanted to see it, but it was a buildup.
Right.
Every fight was a buildup. Every fight that we ever got in boxing was a buildup. I mean, let's be honest. How long did it take marvelous Marvin Hagler, excuse me, to get in the ring with Sugar Ray Leonard? You
For
remember how
years.
Sugar Ray told him? Remember how Sugar Ray told him, as great as this man is, and as much as y'all want to see a fight, it'll never happen.
Yeah.
And he said it with Marvin sitting right there.
Yeah. And
Marvin is sitting
also,
there with his glasses on, like this is some bullshit.
the
This is
late
bull.
great Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Look how many years he had to wait to get a chance to fight for the title.
Yes,
That's at 79. He had to wait almost 7, 8 years.
I mean, and the stuff that Marvin had to go through leading
Go
up
through.
to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He went over there, won his title. They stole the moment from him, throwing beer at him, throwing cans at him. They just treated him almost like he like you know what I'm saying, like as if he was a nobody. But my whole point is the build up was worth it.
Yeah.
And we need, like Josh Sanders said, we need a fight like Boots and Virgil. The problem is when they give us stuff like that, you guys are still not satisfied.
No.
Big name, steady running from a great fight. Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, Mr. Brown, you know how that is. I don't know what no one say he got robbed by Leonard. Yeah, he said he got robbed by Leonard. You know what? Marvin Marvin Hagler was something different, and I don't think I did. I think I did do a throwback with him, but the problem is I just talked about him. I gotta get I gotta come back to talk about him and Sugar Ray.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna come back and do that, but not this Thursday morning because I got stuff I need to be running around doing. But oh, and please, I want y'all to join me 6:05 Thursday. We are talking about Ernie Schaefer's.
Oh, don't miss it.
Don't miss it, man.
Don't miss it.
Oh, don't and listen. If you know about Ernie Schaefer's and we doing the throwback, don't miss 6:05, man. Y'all don't have to listen to me. Y'all could be over there talking about that WrestleMania match for November 14th. But if you
Yeah.
want to hear some classic throwback, you might want to be over here.
Yeah.
Um, so back to fights being built up. I don't think we're gonna wait long because right now, when you look at 54, you look at Boots, you look at Fedora, you look at Ortiz, and you say to yourself, one of these guys are going to be the last man standing.
Yeah.
Which one? And you know what's so crazy? I like all three of them.
Yeah.
I have no beef with Virgil.
No,
I'm not gonna pick Boots just because he's black. We have to get out of that. You have to pick a fighter just because he's black.
no.
I like good fighters. That's why I sat up here yesterday and talked about Triple G, who's not even from this country, but I'm a fan of him. Am I wrong for being a fan of him because he's
No.
not from here or because he
Yeah,
don't look like me?
yeah.
Like,
You know,
you know why I don't mention him, Josh, backroom? Because nobody want to fight that dude. Nobody want to fight that
thank you,
dude,
brother
man.
Brown.
What he say? I see my brother. I will keep for boxing streets. Yeah. Underrated, definitely. Um, Nobody want to fight him, Josh. I don't know what it is, man. When you talk about being boogeymans, man, I don't know. And people say boogeyman don't exist. I feel like it do if you ain't getting called out like that.
Yeah.
He said, why would they? There ain't nobody mentioning that dude. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
So,
That dude, they just gonna have to find somebody in there to get in there with that dude, man. Nobody won't step to that dude. Nobody. Hey, I tell you what, Earl Spence is looking for a fight. If a fight don't happen with him and Jamel Charlo, so hey, let Earl Spence or let Jamel Charlo let that be one of their first fights coming back.
why not? Why
Oh,
not?
but you know why they say why not? Why would you give them? Why would you give either one of them that guy? That guy's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. You can't please people, man. People say they want to see boxing, but then they find reasons to complain. We already know Earl Spence is not just man down. He's AKA I don't do tune-ups.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he don't do tune-ups. Right.
He don't do tune-ups. So give him something.
That'd
Jamel
be.
Charlo, he not gonna really care. Give him something. My
So,
Lions only brother. Give him something.
so let me ask you a question. And I ain't really got the subject. Is Spence is at 154 or he's still welterweight?
No, if he comes back, he'll be coming back as a 54 pounder.
See,
Um,
that's another. See, this one, 54 could be loaded.
um, Now, as far as Jamel Charlo, he has unfinished business at 54. Just because he lost to Canelo, that was at 68.
68, right?
So technically, even though he does have two losses, because now the one loss is at 68, but he's still that man at 54, rather people want to believe it or not.
Right.
He's still the man at 54 when you want to believe it or not. Yeah, 54 or 60 maybe. I can't guarantee that, Jamel. I can't guarantee that. Matter of fact, for both of them, I can't even guarantee for both of them that they come back at 54 because Mel might come back at 60. Earl Spence might come back at 60.
That's true too. Yeah.
There's a lot of different options. This is what I'm saying. Between 47 and 60, it's a lot going on right now.
Right.
But all we want to do is see some good boxing. And I think from 2026 going into 2027, going into 2028. So basically, for the next 3 years, underrated, we're going to see a lot of interesting things in boxing.
Yeah.
We're going to see a lot. I think a Virgil Ortiz and Boots happens.
Yeah.
It might not happen when we want it to happen, but Earl Spence and Crawford didn't happen when we wanted it to happen.
Right.
Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler didn't have probably people probably wanted it sooner.
Right. They did. They wanted that fight back in '82, but
Guess what? Check this out.
4 years later, they
It's
fought.
best for a fight to take long, therefore it to never happen. You know how many fights, great fights, we never got? Never got. I'm not talking about the fights that they was negotiating and then for some reason, it went wrong. It just never happened. I can see Earl fighting Adams for 160 WBC belt. I'm calling it now. Oh,
Mm.
Brandon Adams? Oh shit.
You,
Josh, Jesus
Josh,
Christ.
you starting trouble, Josh.
Wait a minute, Josh, didn't he fight him before? I believe he fought Oh no, you talking about Earl? Oh, it can happen. It can happen. Some guys could come back to boxing and jump the line. It
Yeah.
can happen. Has has to happen for their boxing legacies. Hell, they even match up again at 60. Once more, talking Ortiz and Boots. Yeah. Oh, Carlos Adams. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Boots and Virgil will happen. The problem is Brown, you understand. Josh, you understand. Underrated, you understand. Anybody with some type of common sense understand these things take times. It's
Takes
the
very
other
takes it takes
people.
a while. Yeah. You
It's
know.
the other people who are making excuses and quick to call somebody a duck without even knowing the facts.
It always happen. Past champions
It
always
always
get it.
happens. And I never understood the meaning of a build up because I used to be the guy that be like, man, let's get this going. But you have to understand in boxing, some fights happen quicker than others. But when you're speaking about Boots in the Virgil, it takes time. It's happening. It is definitely going to happen.
Oh,
Believe
it's
me,
going to
y'all.
happen now.
It's
Right.
going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to happen right away.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen right away. Yo, you know what? No, I can't say that because that takes too long and ain't nobody got time to wait for that.
What?
Ain't nobody got time to wait for that. Um, what I was thinking about right now, ain't nobody got time to wait for that. I mean, everything's a build up, but this one right here is not really a build up. But but yeah, but next Friday, excuse me, next Saturday, you know the sad thing about it with Boots fight, no matter how he goes there and looks next week, that these buffoonery dudes will find something to complain about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the way Boots look. He might have to go back down to 50. He might have to go back down to 47. I don't like the way he looked. Oh, he could have finished. He
Or
could have
thinking
finished
like
like
this. Oh, they say
yeah.
it like this, bro. He's supposed to take care of him. Look at he fought. You can't win.
No, you
You
can't
can't
win.
win.
You can't win. Cause he go, yo, if he fight like that against Fedora, Fedora will get him. He fight like that against Virgil, Virgil will get him. Everybody is not gonna look impressive the first time in the new
No.
weight class. Some people do, some don't.
And then I got another one for you. Yo, how about you beat that guy for the door? Then you beat both of them. I'm saying if. Then you beat both of them. Oh, he's supposed to take care, but you said he couldn't win. Make up your mind. I'm like, come on.
You know what I want to see next Saturday? I don't want to see Boots win. I want to see him earn that victory.
Yeah,
Because we don't know what that other guy in there that's in him with is going to bring to the table.
right.
So even if that guy makes the fight look difficult, instead of y'all giving the other guy some credit, you'll talk down on Boots. You can't. Boots can't be that good. We don't even know who this guy is. Boots was supposed to blast him. We don't know nothing about this guy because a lot of y'all already had something to complain about as soon as you found out who Boots was fighting. That should have been Virgil. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. Virgil already has a date for November 8th. Eric Salubin. Did y'all forget?
Mhm.
Well, it could have been Fedora. Did you forget Fedora got a date? Genius against Thurman, October 25th. What are y'all talking about?
Right.
What's the matter with
Oh.
y'all?
And,
Everybody
thir-
got a date.
and I forgot Thurman fighting 154 too, right?
Yes, he's fighting Fedora, October 25th.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he could
This
have. It could have
154.
been. It could have been Crawford. Did you forget Crawford just fought at 68? Genius. No, we talking about before.
But we ain't talking about it before. We ain't talking about
Jesus
absolutes.
Christ.
You mean? Come on.
Jesus Christ.
And then Crawford had to get back his weight back to 154. What is y'all talking about? Just work. Think of the fights that's coming up right now in this system.
You know, and then you can't mention Boots' name without mentioning Crawford's name. You can't mention Crawford's name without mentioning Boots. Y'all be trying so hard to put them names together. It's just it's certain people who will just never be dance partners. I always said what makes boxing a great sport is when you have a dance partner. Everybody that lace up a pair of gloves does not mean that that other man that y'all want to see him in there with is going to be a great dance partner. Some fights are just not meant to happen.
Yeah.
Some fights are not meant to happen. I would have loved to see it. You think I wouldn't have watched Crawford and Boots? Man, I'd have been sitting here,
it wasn't the time. The time
me and
was
Tiff,
Crawford and Canelo. That's all it
man,
was at the time.
me and Tiff would have been sitting here like the fat boys in Crush Groove eating up shit, watching that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me? But unfortunately, it wasn't meant.
Yeah.
And we still don't have a clue of what Crawford's going to do. I mean, despite of what just happened to him, but that's not going to be long. Um, we don't know what he's going to do coming into next year. Does he stay where he's at, or does he come back to 54, or does he walk away? We don't know. But whatever he decides to do,
That's a good
hey,
point, bro. Because Bruce Ennis, a lot of people, we felt. I mean, not us, but some people fail to understand. He's still young. He's still growing to his body.
I don't want people to not. Yes, I agree. Boots' name was tied to Spence originally, but Spence turned it down. But only wanted to go undisputed. The Boots wanted. Yeah. Yeah. And the crazy thing is, Boots wanted to smoke with both.
Right.
Oh damn! I can't get Earl. Let me go over here and see if I can get Crawford.
And he did say it. Right.
Nah, we ain't gonna act like because people criticizing people are criticizing Boots now because they saying that there was an offer and Boots denied it and didn't take it or whatever. There's been plenty. Listen. Y'all be looking for the littlest things to complain about people. Stop. Because just because somebody turns something down, now y'all want to discredit what it is that they can do in the ring or they ran from somebody. Like, let's cut it out.
Right.
Let's cut it out. Let's be real. Yeah, that's right, Mr. Brown. Let's be real.
Right.
You understand? And I'm mad because he did a whole media workout in Philly. I'm mad. He did a whole media workout in Philly on Saturday. I'm mad. Because I wish I could have been out there for that. It was dope. It was dope that how they did that out there. But I don't want anybody to say anything negative, which y'all gonna do it because no matter how he looks in there next Saturday, y'all gonna have something to say. Boxing fans are always become I bet you he can't do that to this person. Instead of y'all just enjoying it.
Right.
Oh, I bet you he can't get Fedora. I bet you he can't do Keith Thurman like that. Well, Keith Thurman said he didn't know who he was. And we don't know how, first of all, we don't know what's going to happen with Keith. Keith got a big target in front of him. Do y'all realize Sebastian Dora is going to be the toughest opponent that Keith has had?
Right.
If you think Keith is going to go in there and just wash Thurman up, now Keith is going to put on a fight. Don't get it twisted. But if you think he's just going to go in there and just do what Tim Tszyu almost did, I don't know. But I'm willing to watch it.
Yeah.
Willing to watch it. So 54 is very talented when you look at it, underrated.
Yeah, it is.
It's super talented, correction.
So
Super talented.
there should be no excuse. You cannot find a fight at 154. There's no excuse.
I was just sitting here watching before I came on with you, right? The fight with
Mm.
Bruce and Stanionis.
Mm.
Now, Stanionis, who y'all keep failing to realize that just because he lost that fight to Boots, you want to discredit him.
Right.
Stanionis, in case for y'all that don't know, is still a problem at 47.
Yes, he is.
And if you ask me, he's more dangerous than all these other guys that's coming up at 47. Let's see how many people call his name out. But you know what y'all say? This is how I know y'all not real boxing fans. Because the first thing y'all say is, Stanionis, I mean, who is he now? He lost the Boots. That's one fight. What are you talking about?
Right. And let's go for my name, brother.
Hold on, ready for one second.
And Stadionis could be a major player at 147.
Everybody go subscribe to my brother, the Boxing Voice. Boxing Voice, drop your link, my good brother, please.
Hey,
So everybody could just
salute to
subscribe to
you,
you.
the boxers. Salute to
So
you.
my thing is this. When a fighter lose one fight, all of a sudden now he's not shit. To me, Stanionis, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When Stanionis get ready to come back, because you know he had a baby, so I know why he's off now. He's spending time.
Yeah.
I said the boxing source. That's what I said, didn't I? What did I say? I didn't say the boxing voice, did I?
I think he
Oh
said it.
God, I hope I didn't say. I could have sworn I said source. Source might have sounded like voice. I hope I didn't do that. I'm sorry if I did. The boxing source, man. Everybody go subscribe to the boxing source, man. That's my brother, good guy right there. I
Mm-hmm.
think 47, standing on this will be a problem for many of those guys who think they want smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And let's keep it real. It's only him, Picasso. What's up? It's only him. I know this is not a 47 talk, but I just got to say this underrated, if you don't
Jack.
mind, my good.
Jack.
Right? At 47 right now, it's only him and Barrios. Far as the two guys who's been at 47. But even when I look at that, and don't be too surprised if y'all look up and it's Mario Barrios and Stanionis.
Yeah.
I'm saying it right now. You said Stanionis just fought. Who the hell he just fought? Stanionis fought and I missed it? Oh no, I gotta pay more attention. This is crazy. This is
What?
crazy. Stanionis fought and I missed it?
What? You heard? He fought? Who he fought? The boxer said.
Yo, that's crazy. That's
Who he fought?
crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, we can scratch that out, but don't be too surprised if you look up and still it's Stanionis and Barrios. But I want everybody to stop discrediting that man because he's still a problem. But far as 54, for the next year and a half or two, 54 is gonna be real interesting. You know why? In the next year or two, maybe three,
Uh-huh.
all these guys that you see at 47, eventually, where you think they're gonna be at? Because a lot of these guys are still growing, and I'm not talking about height, body wise.
Mm-hmm.
Then he always be someone in his home country. Oh, see, that's why we didn't know. It was in his home country. Okay. Shout out to Stanionis, who only has one loss, in case y'all forgetting. Stanionis lost to Boots. So what?
Right.
Who better to lose to? Who better to lose to? That could have been Virgil Ortiz he lost to. That could have been, well, no, it could have been Virgil. Virgil's 54. But I'm saying, who better to lose to?
Yeah.
Like, y'all just be saying anything. John, what's up? Who better to lose to? But when you look up Shakur Devin, right? Eventually 47, 54. I think even with the whole Tiafimo and Shakur Stevens, what's that? 40, 47, 40, I believe. So eventually guys are gonna move up. In the next 2 years, it's gonna be boxing gonna look real different. And the thing is a lot of these guys are young. 26, 27, 28, 29 years old, maybe 30. 30 is not super old. You're still in your prime. So it's going to get pretty interesting. What do you think about that, underrated? Huh? What do you
Yeah, it's
see?
gonna
What
get
do you
it will get
I mean,
interesting.
yeah.
It's gonna be
I
very
wish I wish I
interesting.
would have had my man Sauce up here, but I'm not on StreamYard. But it's okay, Sauce. Sauce, I might need you for next week. Might need you and underrated up here next week. We might jump on StreamYard about 6:05 next Friday. Depends on what time the weigh-in starts. Hey, Sauce, are you going out there for Jaron's fight? 'Cause you know my man Sauce be working, man. Boxing Sauce be working. Hey, that man was at the press. What you calling them press conference? I seen you, Sauce too.
Mhm.
Don't think I ain't see you at the press conference, Sauce. I saw you
Mhm.
for that November 14th. I saw you. I saw my man asking questions. I said, look at Sauce out there working. I should be out there. All right, cool, brother. I wish I could go, but I can't. It's my mother-in-law birthday. I gotta be with my mama. Gotta be with my mama. That don't mean I won't see the fight, but I wish I could be out there. If I would have put credentials in with that, I'd have got it. Anthony Lever from Matchroom, he's cool. He's cool. Anthony Lever's real cool, man. He's a real cool dude. Shout out to Anthony Lever, man. I like that dude, man. Real cool dude, fair enough. He gives you a shot and an opportunity, and that's all I ask for.
Mhm.
But that's why we got to get you up to part, man. Underrated. I need you to apply for these fights, man.
Got you. Yes.
I need you to apply for these fights because the atmosphere is different from talking about boxing at home
Mhm.
to actually going to a weigh-in, a press conference, a media workout. Oh man, it's so much different. It makes you feel so much better about what you do. It's always good, man, because sometimes these guys that sit home, and then you start looking at it different, right? Because then you'll notice some of these guys that sit home, you ain't trying to argue with them because it's like you home. What am I arguing with you for? You ain't getting out here on these. You're not getting
Yeah.
out here going to these events like I am. So why would I sit here and argue with you? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So stuff like that. But my man Sauce is always out. But far as Jaron Bruce Ennis, and once again, we're gonna come back next week about Jaron and his opponent. I couldn't talk about dude today because I should have looked him up. I didn't look him up. That's okay. We'll be back with him next week. But I want Jaron to get the credit no matter how the fight goes next. Give him credit. Oh, he didn't look too good. I can't give him credit, McLean. He didn't look too good. Y'all said how many fights have he been in where y'all say he didn't look too good?
Right.
You know what the definition to y'all is looking good is? Is somebody going in and getting a knockout and a stoppage. That's what's looking good to y'all. This is why, like I say, a lot of y'all don't know nothing about boxing. Because a guy in a tough fight and he might not look as good as he usually look, and he's trying his best, but y'all still discredit him. I don't like the way he threw the jab. I don't like the way he fought off the back foot. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't think he should go up there trying to play with Fedora. He might have to go back to 47. Maybe he should go back to 47 and fight Mario Barrios, and then maybe he come back to 54 and fight a lighter touch. Y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all don't know what y'all want.
Mhm.
I'm convinced that y'all don't know what y'all want. I want to see how many of y'all are gonna give this. And if he knocks him out, the first thing y'all say is, "Hey, it's crazy, right? They want you to knock people out and stop people underrated, right?"
Right.
So Boots does that next week. Now remember, they said, remember I just said, they if it's not a knockout or a stoppage to these people, it's not boxing.
Mhm.
Now, if he knocks this guy out or stop him, you know the first thing they'll say? Steady saying, that's what I want to see. They'll sit there and go, he was supposed to do that.
Right. You can't satisfy these. I
What
can't
so
even
wait,
believe Cash.
so is it that you want to see a knockout or a stoppage, or you won't give anybody a credit for their opponent because you don't know about that opponent? So being that you don't know about them, you supposed to beat them.
Right.
Which one is it?
Right.
I don't know. Help me, underrated, because I'm lost. Boxing sauce. Anybody that's listen, it's four of y'all in here, 10 likes. I love that. But for the four people that's watching, somebody answer me. Don't leave me out in the cold. Which one is it?
That's
Because I'm confused.
well, you ask your own question. You don't know. They don't know themselves.
Come on, man. What are we doing?
They don't
Hey,
know
boo boo.
themselves.
Hey, boo boo. What are we doing? I don't get y'all. It's not boxing if somebody don't get a knockout or a stoppage or dominates. But then when they go do what you want them to do, then it's he's supposed to do that.
Sometimes an unanimous decision sometimes is greater than a knockout because you actually see two people is fighting to the end. You see each boxer is changing the way to win. You will see sweet science in the front of you, and you still don't appreciate that. He
Yeah.
should have knocked him out the sixth round. Well, he didn't. And why he get a split decision? He should get a unanimous decision. What? What are we talking about here?
Yeah. 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 And y'all pick, and I always say y'all pick and choose who y'all want to pick on. Because some of y'all same fighter can go in there and beat a nobody. And guess what? If the guy's a nobody, y'all saying y'all not familiar with the name. If we said what y'all saying, you know what y'all tell us? Stop hating. Huh?
Right.
So you can talk shit about my guy all day and saying that you're not impressed with his win because he was supposed to beat that guy. Now, when I do the same to your guy, it's hate. My God, my God, my God, my God. I don't get y'all.
Yeah.
I don't get them underrated.
Right.
Maybe it's, I'll be trying to figure this. No, baby. It's gonna be after this. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what are we talking about?
Right.
Just give a man his credit.
Right.
Yo, you know how many times Roy Jones fought on HBO? A lot of guys he fought, we weren't familiar with them.
No.
I'm not saying that means they were nobody, but a lot of them we weren't familiar with.
Yeah. And also, we should give Roy Jones a lot credit too because some of his fights was pay per view, but most of the fights you could watch.
Yeah. Yeah, you said what?
Huh?
You said what?
No, I said no. I just want to say, just want to say this. I said we should give. I know it's out of the subject, but I'm saying you told Roy Jones. I said we should give Roy Jones some credit because most of his fights, he had few pay per view in his time, but quite a few was on HBO that we actually watched.
Um, my whole thing is we're always gonna see fighters in the ring with somebody. The thing is, I can't sit around and wait for a big fight to happen. I have to stay active. And we saw Roy active.
Yeah.
See, Roy has fought people. that we were familiar with. But there was a lot of fighters when we were like, okay, who's this guy? But he had to stay active. A lot of people say Roy won a lot of those fights because the guys he fought were nobody. Any man that could put on a pair of gloves and could get in that ring and make that his 9 to 5, rather if he started boxing at 10 years old or at 21, we got to give that man some credit. Deontay Wilder, who started at 19, got to give that man some credit. We have a lot of fighters who started boxing as grown men and was successful in it. Actually successful in it. So, I don't want to discredit him and say this guy that Boots is fighting, he's a bum, he's trash. I can't announce that because I've never seen him underrated. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon and go, who is this guy? And I tell you what, check this out. You know what Boots is doing that your favorite fighter ain't doing? He's putting asses in seats. And this will be his third fight in Philly that he's actually selling out the building. Is your favorite fighter selling out the building without giving out free tickets? Just asking. Just asking. Now, we ain't going to talk numbers. He's at 54. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Josh, they'll never understand, Josh.
Yeah.
They'll never understand, Josh.
No.
We can't always keep going through this, Josh, because they'll never understand. You can't get these guys to understand because a lot of guys have it in their mind that they're gonna feel the way they feel about boxing, and nobody can change their mind, nobody can change their opinion, nobody can change their process. Um, their mind is already made up about how they feel the sport of boxing is supposed to go and how they feel about whatever fighter that they like. This is why I don't do the back and forth, the debating, or none of that because everybody's going to think how they think, and you can't change anybody's process, their mind process of how they think. That's the reason why I love. You know what? If this wasn't my channel, if somebody else ran this channel and they was thinking and speaking how I would speak, I would love to be over here every day. I was looking at highlights. He got some power and he can really. See, this is what I'm saying, Josh. But people are gonna say, "Who the f is this guy that Boots is fighting?" Huh? Because they're not familiar with him. Now you know the flip side of that, Josh. Underrated. You know the flip side of that. If he goes in there and he was just to pull a miracle off and beat Boots, then the first thing y'all say is Boots ain't the fighter we thought he was. 54 is too much for him. He might need to go back down to 47. That's what y'all gonna do. I promise that's what y'all gonna do. Cause that's all y'all be waiting for. And then go on somebody's podcast talking as if you know what you are talking about. I never said I was rooting for the dude to beat Boots. But my thing is, y'all need to stop just doing that. I told y'all that there's a guy right now, there's a couple guys right now that's ranked number 20, number 25, that you think because they rank at that, they ranked at 25 that they're bums. There's guys ranked like that could beat your favorite fighter right now. But because you have never heard of them and because of where they are ranked, you're overlooking them. I told y'all this before. Boots should stop him in 9, but what I look at it is this. Boots might have to earn that stoppage. See, some stoppages are given. Some knockouts are given. Boxing is a greater sport when you have to earn your win, and the win wasn't given to you. I like fighters who earn it, and y'all know what I mean by giving. Earn it, because that makes you that much greater when you earn it. I mean, if he stops him in 9, that's beautiful. I don't want people criticizing him saying that, hey, Jeff Spark, what's up, my brother? I don't want people to have to criticize him. Because you know people are gonna do it. Oh man, he was supposed to thing is limit four. Hold on. Let me go back down for at middleweight before getting the IBO title at super welterweight. Yeah, well, he only lost was at middleweight. Yeah. But do they know what they're about to face? Do they know that? I'm not sitting up here as if I'm against Boots. We have to stop looking at the opposite opponent because we're not familiar with them, and then we want to down talk them. Because I'm telling you, if Boots was to go in here and destroy him, nobody's giving him credit. Because the first thing they're going to say is Boots did what he's supposed to do, because who the hell is this guy? Now, you see how you and Josh just broke down who this guy is and the belt he has and what he did at what weight class. There's a lot of people out there that don't know that. So in their mind, they don't care about that. All they care about is that this is not Virgil. This is not Fedora. So he should beat him. And it don't work like that. Just because a guy don't have a big name like your favorite fighter or these other guys, he's supposed to beat them. It don't work like that. It's not how boxing works. Who thought that Mike Tyson would get knocked out by Buster Douglas? Did you think so underrated?
Right.
Did Buster have, did
No,
Buster
not
Douglas
not at all. Not at all.
at that time Mike had a name. Did anybody see Buster Douglas beating him?
No.
Yo, Ohio run boxing. Don't come in here with your BS. I knew you was gonna say that because you are an Ohio guy and Buster Douglas is an Ohio guy. Knock it off, Marcus. You know I love you because he's from Ohio. I knew he was gonna come in here with that
Right.
bullshit.
Brother
Yo.
Ohio, how you doing? Welcome. You always start trouble, man.
I love my brother Marcus. Marcus,
Yeah,
what's up?
man.
But
Welcome, welcome. Nice, nice.
my point is this. Nobody saw that. Andy Luis didn't have a big name like that, right? Check this out. Andy Luis didn't have a big name like that. But AJ had a bigger name. What happened? There's nobody that could really say like that unless you studied Andy Luis that they knew Andy would beat AJ. I never knew who Andy was, but I was already familiar with AJ. So I was expecting AJ just to get another fight, to stay busy because, Baby Miller had failed the drug test.
Uh-huh.
And hopefully all roads will lead to AJ and Wilder. But nobody was, hey, goddamn, Andy spoiled it. He spoiled it. I say all that to say is just because you're not familiar with a guy's name, that doesn't mean the guy's a nobody. Didn't Buster Douglas come off a loss before fighting Tyson? I don't know if he came off a loss. I think he did. I know he lost after Tyson. His ass went in there and got in there with Buster. He got in there with Holyfield. Holyfield boxed him. Real good. I think Holyfield knocked him out in the second round. So that showed you right there, like, hey, there's levels to this. I knew Andy was just expected Joshua to win. He messed up going up to, yeah, he did. Because
And
I didn't know who
also
he was going into the Tyson fight. His mother, yes, his mother passed away.
passed
Buster
away. Yeah.
Douglas' mother. So his mother passing away really gave him motivation.
Real motivation. Yeah.
Your mama just died, and she's not there to witness you fighting. And his mother didn't want him to take the fight.
Yep.
His mother was worried about him taking that fight because his mother already knew what it is. They said he dangerous. They say he a killer.
Give him turkey.
Y'all remember Baby Boy? Why you gotta date him, ma? He a killer like Henry. He's a killer like Henry.
Yeah, you
I'm
ain't
sorry,
right.
y'all. I'm just having a Baby Boy moment. I'm sorry. It's one of my movies. I apologize, y'all. Let me stick to the script. But we can't look at guys because nobody is noticing who they are or you don't know. This is the reason why we have to do our homework on guys.
Yeah.
One thing I respect Ohio runs boxing, and I respect my man the boxing source. Any information I need on some guys I might not be familiar with or don't know, they always dropping the information to me
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of times I don't know. So I don't want to be sitting here saying, yeah, this guy should win the fight because we don't know who this other guy is. I need to be in a situation when I'm like, yo, I know him. I looked
Right.
at a couple of his fights. Ohio runs boxing, put me on to him.
Yep.
Underrated put me on to him. There might be a fighter right now underrated in VA right now in Norfolk, Virginia. You might know about. Nobody else knows about, and you might put me on to him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they laughing at me and my baby boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They laughing at me and my baby boy shit. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. He a killer like Henry. I'm just saying, why you gotta let the man move in? Hey, they hated when Tyson moved into boxing. Why you gotta let the man move in? Hey, underrated. They didn't like when Tyson moved into boxing. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, why you gotta let the man move in?
Dang,
Hey, y'all gotta excuse me. I'm a damn fool. I'm sorry, y'all. But it's true.
man.
Um, what's this guy's name again who's fighting Jaron Bruce Ennis? Can y'all give me his name again?
Oh,
It's like it said. It looked like it said Lima. Is it Lima? Look like somebody said Lima. I don't want to say his name wrong. What's this gentleman's name? Lima? Well, I'll look it up. Lomo? That's his name? Like Lomachenko? Lima. Am I saying Lima? Okay. Okay, Lima. Lima is the what title does he hold, Josh? See, I don't mind asking questions, right? Because this is what we do. Being a content creator and talking boxing don't make you the smartest person in the world. You can ask somebody in the chat. Just for anybody who's starting out a channel. Don't think because you start a channel, you don't know nothing. There's nothing wrong
okay.
with asking people. He's the IBO at
Yeah. Yeah.
154. Y'all gonna sit there and tell me that this guy's a nobody because you're not familiar with him and he's the 154-pound IBO champ? Man, knock it off. I never said
Yeah.
he would be Boots. I just said we got to put some respect on his name.
Okay.
I'm gonna be,
Let
I'm
me
gonna be
read
back
this.
here. I'm going to come back here next Friday, and we're gonna talk about the Boots, but we're gonna talk about him in Lima. Cause being
Yeah.
that I don't know nothing about Lima, like everybody else, I got to go do my homework. But when I do my homework and we come back here next week, oh, this is going to be more much exciting.
Yeah. Let me read this. It
Yes,
said,
sir.
Seagal said he fought October 11th next week at the Wells Fargo. I mean, top of October 11th. I'm sorry, in Philadelphia. This will be Ennis' debut in the super welterweight division and serve as a final eliminator for the WBA World Super Welterweight title.
Yes. Third fight in Philly. I'm going to get to go to a Philly fight too, because he's starting to have a lot of fights in Philly. This is his third one, and I'll be back for his fourth one whenever that takes place. Hopefully, whenever he has a fight in Philly again, it'll be a big fight. If he fights Virgil Ortiz, I hope it's in Philly. They might. being that Virgil is a Dallas guy, they might try to make him go to Jerry's World and fight Boots. It's okay. It's okay. If it's a rematch, first fight could be in Dallas, the second one could be in Philly.
Why not?
Why not? Why not, right?
Why not?
Why not? I could see them doing a second fight. I can see it. But we definitely gonna come back next week to talk about it. Um, Shout outs to everybody who'll be out there next week. Safe travels to everybody out there going to Philly. Even if you in Philly and you're from it, just safe travels to the venue. Anything can happen. All my people that's out there going, but just remember 6:05. I hope the weigh-in don't start at 6 o'clock because if it do, we can't talk about it. So if the weigh-in happens to start at that time, then we're gonna wait. It's in Philly, so let's see what time they get it going. Because being that it is in Philly, the same time that's in Philly should be is the same time in New York. So the times are right there.
Right.
So it's not far. It's not far off. So if the weigh-in is at 1 or 2 o'clock next Friday, by 6 o'clock, we're gonna be right back here to talk about it again. So underrated, my brother, I appreciate you once
Thank
again for
you.
coming up here. I
Anytime. Thank
appreciate
you.
y'all. We'll be back tomorrow morning with the morning chop ups. Please, if you haven't been a part of the morning chop ups, 8 a.m., come on up here. I'm telling y'all, y'all don't know what y'all missing. It's worth seeing. Just please, if you could come up here, even if you don't like it, fine. If you just want to talk boxing all day and you don't want to talk about life, fine. But for all the new people that's coming here, this channel is 80% boxing and the other 20% is real life. So come on up here, check it out. At least check it out while you're here before you judge. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate my brother underrated. I love y'all. I love everybody in the chat. All y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know what this is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.
Peace.